This is Big 12 Today on Big 12 Radio. We are presented by Modelo, heard on TuneIn, watched on Big 12 Studios. Let's visit now with the Kansas baseball coach, fresh off a sweep this weekend of Arizona. It's a program that's tied its record of 20 wins in conference play with plenty more to play at 20-4. Dan Fitzgerald joining us here on Big 12 Radio. Coach, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning, guys. I'm great. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, appreciate your time and jumping on with us. And look, you had a lot of success last year. You make the NCAA tournament, but you lose a ton from that year's team. Did you have any expectation that this year's team would be as not good, if not better?
Yeah, I think we loved the talent that we brought in, and we did lose a lot, but we returned some really good pieces, including Dom Vagley and Brady Ballinger and Dario Lasoria and some key bullpen pieces. So we knew we had a good core back, and we thought we had brought in the right guys. So we really liked them and anticipated hopefully being really competitive. I don't know that any of us ever put a win number or, hey, we think we're going to be ranked at this point or blah, blah, blah. But we liked the guys and thought we had a chance to be pretty good.
Coach, what has gone into the 24 comeback victories this season?
Yeah, I think it speaks to two things. One, probably losing a little more hair than I'd like. I'd like to not have to do that all the time. It'd be nice to get out in front and cruise every once in a while. But I think it speaks to two. It's just a resilient group, and they're pretty unfazed. They just love playing. They just kind of play the pitch in front of them, and they don't get too rattled if we give up a run or if we score and they bounce back and punch back. So it's a resilient team. They've really bought into our deal of just playing literally the pitch in front of you and the day in front of you, and not getting too far ahead of yourself and trying to, we talk a lot about it's hard to hit a 5-run home run. You just got to literally win the next pitch, and they've really bought into it. And I think it's allowed us to stay in some games that if they're playing the scoreboard, it might be a little overwhelming.
You've got, quite a story and a really interesting history. I mean, coaching in Alaska for a period of time.
Yeah, I was in the Alaskan Summer League in 2004, which was awesome and one of the greatest summers of my life, and just a really neat opportunity that I had with Athletes in Action to coach in the Alaskan League. And then I moved straight from there to Florida. So I covered the United States pretty good that summer.
Why was it the greatest summer of your life, as you just said?
Well, it was the first time that I had been a head coach of the collegiate summer league, and so I think on the baseball side, I just learned a ton and got to coach against Ed Sheff and some legendary coaches, and that's back when the Alaskan League was kind of the Cape in Alaska. And so it was a great baseball experience. And then, on just the living life side of things, the sun never goes down. It was such a great experience. You'd get done with the game and go play golf or go fishing. Like, you don't sleep. It's just kind of whatever. You just kind of sleep whenever you get tired enough to fall asleep. And it was just a neat experience. Kids the host families that I lived with were amazing. And, you'd get home from a game and the kids were outside playing at 11 o'clock at night. And I just remember being like, hey, your kids really stay up late. And they're like, well, they go to bed really early in the winter. So it was just a really neat experience, met a ton of great people, and was mentored by some great guys. Chris Beck, who was the GM of the team, has become a lifelong friend, and a lot of guys that poured into me and helped me figure out how to lead a little bit.
Yeah, is there any concept of time when the sun never goes down?
No, it's the weirdest thing of all time. It takes a little while to adjust to it, but it's I can't imagine it in the winter. I do want to experience that someday. I'm not sure my wife will want to experience that someday. That doesn't really sound like a great couples getaway, go to Alaska in the middle of January. But it was a fascinating summer. I would highly recommend. We didn't play the midnight game that year. The Glacier Pilots and I can't remember who else played it, but they literally have a midnight game that
Wow.
starts at whatever time and they play through the night. I mean, it's a really cool experience.
Wow. Yeah. How unique. Also, did you get a degree in English?
I did.
How does that help in baseball?
That's a great question. I didn't know what I wanted to major in. The whole NHL and MLB thing seemed to not be working out the way I thought it was going to, and I literally was a junior, and my academic advisor said, "You literally have to pick a major." And I said, "Well, I'm either going to go into ministry or coach." And I just remember that the advisor said, "Well, you've taken an English class as an elective every semester." And I had a great high school English teacher by the name of Bud Jensen, who, by the way, is an enormous college baseball fan. And he had made a really big impact on me, and he kind of made writing click in my mind. And so I'd taken all these electives in English, and I just went with it. And I do think on the funny side, I don't think it's helped me at all. I don't think the fact that I took 3 semesters of Shakespeare or 2 semesters of ancient American literature is helping a whole lot with whether or not to go to the bullpen. But I do think the discipline of having to write and edit and really grind through those. I mean, those papers are no joke. I remember my senior year being like, this is insane. Like, you're writing a 27-page thesis paper. It didn't seem like a great decision at the time. But I do think the discipline in having to stick to a process was actually, I think I actually use that every day.
Yeah, that.
Totally. I write great emails, man. You ever get an email from me, it's going to be accurate.
Flawless. Love it. Hey, what's it like coaching at like the hottest ballpark in America right now? You've got the longest Big 12 home winning streak in program history. I imagine it's like from where you sit and where you see it, just the vibes at Hoagland Ballpark have got to be incredible.
Yeah, I've joked that after 25 years of doing this, I don't have many emotions left, and my nerves are kind of, frayed, and this sport has a way of just making you very, you're going to get some good, you're going to get some bad, and you just kind of ride it. And you do that for 56 games a year, and my hair stands up on my arms every home game. Like, that student section is unbelievable, and I've been so blessed in my career to coach at so many cool places and so many cool venues and so many big games, and there's nothing like our student section. And I think it's a really cool deal. We're about 40 yards south of Allen Fieldhouse, and I remember my first basketball game at KU and watching the student section, and I just had the thought of, gosh, if we could get a tenth of them to walk 40 yards south, it'd be pretty special. And they've literally brought that same vibe. There's some really non-traditional baseball things that happen at our baseball games, because I think they've brought a basketball atmosphere to a baseball stadium, and it's amazing, and it's pure, and it's original. There are a group of guys that sit in the front row that have led the charge, and they're unicorns, man. They are literally like the stuff they come up with. Those dudes aren't afraid to wear a batting helmet for 4 hours. Like, they're really funny, and they're into it, and our guys have really done a nice job of connecting with them, and it's very organic. Like yesterday or 2 days ago, we had BP on the field after the game, and oh gosh, there were 100 students lined up to hit, and our guys were out there for an hour after the game with them, just hanging out. So it's been a really special thing at a really special place, and very blessed to be here.
Yeah, and I'm curious what drives you. Are you driven to continue to build what you've been doing at Kansas, kind of build a program that hasn't had any success in baseball like you've been doing? I mean, what's most important to you in terms of where you want to be coaching and what you want to be doing?
Well, I'm doing it right now. I mean, this is the exact reason we came here, was to build and do something special, and You know, I've joked, but it's true. I'm pretty simple. I love the Lord. I love my wife. I love my sons, and I love winning baseball games. And outside of that, you know, I play golf maybe twice a year. I shoot a duck about once every 10 years now. So there's not a whole lot going on outside of my faith, my family, and my team. And you know, I very much I've loved every second of building this thing, and we've got a long way to go. I mean, it's been fantastic, and but we are a long way from where we need to be in all phases, and so that fires me up. That I don't need a whole lot of help waking up in the morning. One, I've got my kids that help me do that, but two, you know, I can't wait to get after it, and Lawrence is a special place. My athletic director is an absolute stud, Travis Goff. My sport administrator, Sean Lester, is an absolute stud. So we have incredible support from our administration. I've got my original staff with me. They're amazing. And, yeah, we're just grinding it out. We've got woke up this morning and we've got a big day today to get ready for a really good Creighton team tomorrow. So what drives me is the fact that, I get another day on this earth to try to move this thing forward and try to do it with an amazing wife and 3 awesome sons and a bunch of people around me that I love.
Well, Dan, can you be just a little less fired up when you play Kansas State? I'm an alum. We had football, crop judging, and a little bit of baseball, and now you sweep the Wildcats. You've taken everything from us, but what did that rivalry and that series mean for you and for your players?
Well, yeah, it was awesome, and you know, there are very few people in this game that I respect as much as I respect Pete Hughes. He is he's a great man, and we've known each other for a long time, and I've got all the respect in the world for him and his entire staff. And it's an outstanding rivalry, and the crowd was incredible over in Manhattan, and I mean, you could feel it, and it's not a real pro KU fan base. I don't know if you picked up on that, but they don't necessarily love the Jayhawks. So, but our guys loved every second of it, and that's one of the things I love about our guys is they've embraced playing on the road, and they've embraced Missouri. We played there earlier in the year, and that's a different kind of rivalry. That one, same thing. Our guys just embraced it, and it was an incredible weekend to go over to Manhattan and sweep a really good K-State team. And yeah, I think college rivalries are what make this sport so special. So yeah, it's a great one, and it's really nice that they're right down the road, and we get to do it every year.
Yeah, well said. Last one for me, and that is this quote from you where you talked about the challenges at Kansas, and you said, quote, "You can out-team someone, you can out-together someone, and that's what I care about." Can you just elaborate on that?
Yeah, I think, we've got challenges. Like every program has challenges, and, when I was with Jay at LSU, we had challenges, and when I was at DBU, we had challenges, and I think that there are always going to be someone's always going to have more NIL, someone's going to have more rev share, someone's going to have a nicer stadium and a better indoor, and all those things. But the one thing that you can control, and it doesn't take money to do it. It's a choice, and that's to be a great teammate, and you can literally, that's something that you as a player and you as a coach and a staff and a team can control. And so I think that's been a big one for us of no one's going to enjoy it more. No one's going to be more together. No one's going to be more connected in terms of our alignment, in terms of what we're doing. And those are the things ultimately that I care about. I've said it before that our program, I think we care about people and who's in the room way more than the things we have, and we've got all kinds of great things. We've analytically, we're super lined up, and we've got all kinds of stuff, all kinds of resources. And I'll use TrackMan as an example. Like, we have TrackMan like everyone else. I'll take the people over TrackMan all day long. I don't spend a whole lot of time with recruits talking about, hey, we charter flights here, and this is what we get with Adidas, and blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, I talk about the people we have in our room, and to me, that's what makes this place special.
A special man, Dan Fitzgerald, Kansas baseball head coach, 20-4 in conference play. Keep it rolling, man. You're making us all very, very proud. Thanks so much, Coach. Be well.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, guys. Rock Chalk.
Rock Chalk. Dan Fitzgerald. We expected Kansas football to have a good year this year. They disappointed. Kansas basketball to a degree. Kansas baseball is as good as any program at KU right now, and it's remarkable to see. It has been an incredible turnaround, and it's been led by Dan Fitzgerald here in year 4 now.
And he's won everywhere he's been. He got his first college baseball coaching job at Des Moines Community College. Started churning out players to power conference schools. And then he goes to Dallas Baptist. And he spends 9 years there as an assistant before he gets an assistant job at LSU. And at Kansas, his first year, 25 wins, doubled their conference win total. His next year, they win 31 games. Last year, they set a program record, winning 42. They make their first NCAA tournament appearance in over a decade, since 2014. And then this year, they've already matched the best record in KU baseball history through 48 games. He is a fantastic baseball coach.
Well, and you said they won 42 last year, which was a program record.
Yep,
well,
they're only 5 away from.
Yeah, they're gonna break that this year unless things go horribly wrong. And they had a guy yesterday, Don Vagley, strike out 15 against Arizona. So back-to-back Wildcat sweeps for the Jayhawks with K-State and then Arizona.
They are cruising 15. That's a number.
And now up to, I believe, number 9 in the latest top 25, which is released each and every Monday. Still feels kind of low. It's Big 12 today on Big 12 Radio. We are presented by Modelo, along with James Westling. I am Ari Temkin. And Jordan Reed from ESPN has a way too early 2027 first-round NFL draft. I think he's missing some Big 12 players. We'll get into that next. It's Big 12 today on Big 12 Radio, presented by Modelo, heard on TuneIn, watched on Big 12 Studios.